If you are over 60, there is one vitamin in your home right now that could quietly raise your stroke risk tonight. I know that sounds shocking. I know it may even make your chest tighten for a moment. But please, take a breath and stay with me. I have sat with too many older adults who thought they were doing everything right, only to discover that a simple vitamin raises stroke risk more than they ever imagined. What breaks my heart is this. It happens to kind, responsible people. People who take their pills on time, eat their meals, try to stay healthy, and trust that supplements are always safe. But when a vitamin mixes with common medications, especially blood thinners, that supplement's interaction of blood thinners can become dangerous fast, and most seniors never see it coming. Main opening. To complete 200-300 words. My name is Dr. James. I am a brain doctor, and I want you to hear this from someone who truly cares about you. You have not done anything wrong. You were given mixed messages for years. You were told vitamins protect you. You were told that more is better. But as we age, the truth changes. Your blood changes. Your vessels change. And the wrong vitamin, taken at the wrong time, can quietly raise stroke risk in a way you cannot feel or notice. I have looked into the eyes of patients who whispered, "I had no idea, doctor." I have held the hands of spouses who said, "We thought vitamins were harmless, and I never want you to be the next person caught off guard." You deserve clarity, safety, and a doctor who talks to you like family. Before we start the countdown, tell me in the comments, have you ever heard that a vitamin raises stroke risk? Type 1 if yes, 0 if no, and stay with me until number 1. It is the one almost every senior takes. Number 9 is one many seniors never expect because it feels so harmless. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, the one sitting in countless American kitchens, right next to the morning coffee maker. And yet, in older adults, taking too much of it or taking it without checking your levels is one of the ways a vitamin raises stroke risk quietly, slowly, and without any sign that something is going wrong. Let me bring you into a story that still sits heavily on my heart. Walter, 74, a retired high school teacher from Ohio, a gentleman, loved his morning walks and his porch swing. He started taking a high dose of vitamin D because he wanted to stay strong for his grandkids. He read an article that made it sound simple. Take more. Get healthier. Why not? But his body, like many bodies after 60, processed it differently. His calcium climbed. His blood thickened, little by little, the way hard water leaves quiet residue in old pipes. He felt nothing, no warning, not even a hint of trouble. But one night, while he was asleep, the imbalance pushed him closer to stroke risk than he ever imagined. When his wife woke up to him speaking strangely, confused, unable to form words, she kept saying, "But it is only a vitamin." She had no idea that for seniors, even a basic vitamin raises stroke risk when the dose is too high or when it interacts with medications. This is especially true if you take blood thinners, because any supplement interaction with blood thinners can turn a harmless routine into something risky. Here is the hope. You can stay safe. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test. Take vitamin D in the morning, not at night. Do not increase the dose just because a bottle tells you bigger is better. Your brain needs balance more than anything. And I would love to know. Do you take vitamin D every day? Tell me in the comments so I can guide you safely. Now, stay with me, because number 8 is even more surprising, and most seniors eat it every single week without realizing how deeply it affects their blood. Number 8 is something almost every senior eats without a second thought: vitamin K. The vitamin is tucked into green salads, Sunday dinners, and home-cooked meals across America. It sounds healthy, it feels familiar, and it is. But when you are over 60, and especially if you take a blood thinner, vitamin K becomes one of the most common ways a vitamin raises stroke risk without anyone warning you about it. I think of Clara, 82, from Indiana, warm smile, quiet strength, the kind of woman who keeps a little vase of fresh flowers on her kitchen table. After starting a blood thinner, she kept her usual routine. Lots of greens, lots of salads, It felt good. It felt responsible. But her INR levels swung wildly. Her blood thickened, then thinned, then thickened again, the same way a thermostat keeps flipping between hot and cold. One morning, while folding laundry, her right hand slipped. Her words came out soft and broken. She thought she was just tired, but what pushed her closer to stroke risk was the hidden supplements interaction, blood thinners, that no one had ever explained. No one told her that inconsistent vitamin K intake can make a blood thinner work too strongly one day and not strongly enough the next. Here is the human truth. Most seniors are doing their best. They eat greens because they want to stay healthy. They try to follow what they have always known. And no one sits down to say, your body after 60 reacts differently now. No one explains that too much or too little vitamin K can make a vitamin raise stroke risk in ways you cannot feel until something is wrong. But you can protect yourself with simple steps. Keep your greens consistent. If you normally eat a cup of spinach, keep it close to that amount every day. Let your doctor know what your routine looks like. Ask for an INR check if your body feels off, even a little. Now I want to hear from you. Do you take a blood thinner like warfarin or one of the newer medications? Type yes or no in the comments so I know how to guide you safely. And stay with me, because number 7 is a supplement many seniors take for energy, yet it quietly increases bleeding and raises stroke risk far more than people realize. Number 7 is a supplement many seniors take because they believe it keeps their skin healthy, their heart protected, and their energy steady. Vitamin E. It sounds gentle. It sounds harmless. And in food, it usually is. But in supplement form, especially in high doses, vitamin E can quietly thin your blood. And when your blood becomes too thin, it becomes another way a vitamin raises stroke risk without you feeling a single thing. I think of Harold, 78, a retired machinist from Michigan. Strong hands, quiet voice. The kind of man who still warms up his old truck every morning, even if he is not going anywhere. Harold started taking vitamin E soft gels because he heard it was good for circulation. 1 pill became 2. Then he added fish oil. Then a multivitamin. He meant well. He wanted to stay healthy for his wife. But he never knew that his supplements interaction blood thinning medication could change everything. He was on a mild blood thinner for his heart. Adding high-dose vitamin E made his blood far thinner than he realized. The dangerous part is how silent it is. No pain, no dizziness. Your blood simply loses its balance the way a kitchen faucet loses pressure over time. When Harold bent down to tie his shoe one morning and felt sudden weakness on his left side, he thought he had stood up too fast. But what pushed him so close to stroke risk was the combination of his prescription medication and the vitamin E he took every morning with total confidence. Here is what matters for you. Vitamin E from food is safe. But vitamin E supplements, especially over 400 units, can thin the blood more than older adults expect. And if you already take a blood thinner, even a mild one, you need to tell your doctor about it. Your brain depends on stable blood flow, not a mix of pills that pull your body in opposite directions. Tell me this in the comments. Have you ever taken vitamin E soft gels? Yes or no? Your answer helps me guide you safely. And stay with me, because number 6 is something many seniors use for their heart, but it can quietly make bleeding worse and increase stroke risk far more than people realize. Number 6 is something millions of seniors take because they truly believe it protects the heart. Omega-3. Fish oil. The soft gels that sit in so many American kitchens, right next to the cereal boxes and morning vitamins. And yes, omega-3 has benefits, but in high doses, or when mixed with certain medications, it becomes another surprising way a vitamin raises stroke risk without you noticing any sign at all. I want to tell you about Margaret, 79, from Minnesota. Soft voice. Big family. She loves Sunday dinners, loves watching her grandkids run across the backyard, loves doing little things that make her feel strong and needed. When her neighbor told her that fish oil was great for the heart, she started taking 2 capsules a day, then 3. Then she added a new brand she found at the warehouse store, thinking more must be better. She had no idea that omega-3 can thin the blood the same way vitamin E does. She had no idea that her supplements interaction blood thinning medication made everything even more delicate. The silent danger is how gently the imbalance builds. It does not hurt. It does not warn you. Your blood simply becomes a little too thin, the same way a faucet loses pressure in an old house. And one morning, while Margaret was reaching into her cupboard, she felt her arm tremble and her vision blur. She thought she had skipped breakfast. But what pushed her so close to stroke risk was the combination of her fish oil and the medication she took every night with full trust. Here is what I want you to remember. Omega-3 from food is safe and healthy. But high-dose fish oil supplements, especially more than 2 grams a day, can thin your blood more than seniors expect. And if you take a blood thinner, even a mild one, you need to ask your doctor before adding fish oil to your daily routine. Your brain depends on balance, not extremes. Do you take fish oil or omega-3 supplements? Tell me yes or no in the comments. I want to guide you safely. And stay with me, because number 5 is something many seniors rely on for strong bones, but it can quietly harden your blood vessels and increase stroke risk without a single warning. Number 5 is something many seniors take with total confidence because they want strong bones, steady balance, and a little more protection as they age. Calcium supplements. The simple white tablets that sit near the bedside lamp or inside the kitchen drawer. They look harmless. They feel familiar. But in older adults, too much calcium from supplements, not food, can slowly harden your blood vessels, making another pathway where a vitamin raises stroke risk without showing any warning at all. I think of Janet, 76, from North Carolina. Warm laugh. Loves quilting. Loves sweet tea in the late afternoon. Her doctor told her years ago to protect her bones, so she started taking calcium supplements every day. Then she added a second tablet because she wanted to avoid fractures. She meant well. She wanted to stay strong for her children and grandchildren. But her body, like many bodies after 60, handled those supplements differently. Her blood calcium began to rise. Bit by bit, calcium settled into her arteries, the same way mineral deposits form in old water pipes. She felt nothing. No pain, no discomfort. Just life is going on as usual. One morning, while reaching for her robe, Janet felt a brief wave of dizziness. She brushed it off. But what pushed her closer to stroke risk was not her age. It was the slow hardening of her vessels caused by too much supplemental calcium, and when she added a new medication for her heart, the supplement's interaction blood thinners made her blood even more sensitive. No one had ever explained how these pieces could fit together. Here is the hopeful truth. Calcium from food is safe. Calcium from leafy greens, dairy, almonds, and meals you already enjoy. But calcium supplements, especially taken twice a day without checking levels, can shift the balance your brain depends on. What your body needs is not more pills. It is the right amount, at the right time, guided by your doctor. Tell me this. Do you take a calcium supplement every day? Yes or no? Your answer helps me understand your routine. Stay with me, because number 4 is something so common, so everyday, that most seniors never imagine it could thin their blood enough to raise stroke risk in a single week. Number 4 is something many seniors take because they have heard it is good for the heart, good for cholesterol, and good for circulation. Garlic supplements. The little soft gels or tablets are sitting next to multivitamins in countless American homes. And while garlic in food is safe and healthy, garlic in concentrated supplement form can thin your blood far more than most older adults realize. It becomes another way a vitamin raises stroke risk quietly, slowly, and without a single warning sign. I want you to meet Thomas, 81, from Kansas. A kind man, steady, dependable. The kind of grandfather who still drives his old pickup to the farmer's market every Saturday morning. He started taking garlic supplements because his neighbor told him they were natural and harmless. Thomas already took a mild blood thinner for his heart, but he never thought about how a supplement's interaction with blood thinners could change everything. He trusted the bottle. He trusted the word natural. He trusted the idea that if one capsule helps, two might help even more. There was no pain, no dizziness, no sign that his blood was slowly getting thinner than his body could handle. One afternoon, while reaching for a jar on the top shelf of his kitchen cabinet, his vision blurred, his speech slurred for a moment. He brushed it off, thinking maybe he had skipped lunch. But what pushed him so close to stroke risk was not age or bad luck. It was the quiet accumulation of garlic supplements working against his medication, pulling his blood in two different directions. Here is the truth I want you to remember. Garlic in food is safe. Garlic in a meal adds flavor, warmth, tradition. But garlic supplements, especially in high doses, can thin your blood as strongly as some medications. If you take a blood thinner, even a low dose, you must tell your doctor. Your brain depends on stable, steady blood flow, not surprises hidden inside a bottle that looks harmless. Let me ask you this. Have you ever taken a garlic supplement, even just for a short time? Yes or no? Your answer helps me guide you safely. Stay with me, because number 3 is something many seniors take every morning without knowing it. Combines several ingredients that can quietly raise stroke risk in ways no one explains clearly. Number 3 is the one almost every senior takes without hesitation. A simple multivitamin. The bottle with bright colors. The one you pick up at the grocery store or the big warehouse club. The one that feels like a little safety net each morning. But here is the part most older adults never hear. Many multivitamins, especially the larger senior blends, contain stacked ingredients that overlap with your other pills. And that overlap can quietly become another way a vitamin raises stroke risk without you realizing it. Let me tell you about Eleanor, 75, from Ohio. A widow, a church volunteer, a woman who still writes birthday cards by hand for her entire family. She took one multivitamin every morning for years. Then she added a joint supplement, then an energy blend her daughter gave her. Each one seemed small, harmless, but the combination included vitamin E, fish oil, ginseng, and extra B vitamins, all layered together in a way that her body after 60 could no longer process smoothly. Her blood got thinner, her pressure shifted. And without knowing it, she walked right into a supplement interaction blood thinner situation, even though she only took a mild heart medication. What makes this so dangerous is how subtle it feels. No pain, no dizziness. Just little changes in blood flow that creep in the same way an old house settles in winter. One afternoon, while Eleanor was sorting old family photos, she felt a flicker of weakness in her right hand. She thought it was her age, but what pushed her toward stroke risk was not age. It was the stacking of ingredients inside her multivitamin and supplements that looked harmless on their own, yet risky when combined. Here is the part I want you to remember. A multivitamin is not always simple. When you combine it with heart pills, sleep aids, garlic, fish oil, or high-dose vitamins, your brain feels the impact long before you do. Your safety depends on clarity, simplicity. Let your doctor or pharmacist look at your full list, one by one. Tell me this. How many supplements do you take each day? 1, 3, more. Your answer helps me guide you. And stay with me, because number 2 is something many seniors take for brain health, yet it can quietly push the blood chemistry towards stroke risk faster than almost any other vitamin. Number 2 is one that surprises even the most careful seniors, because it sounds helpful. B vitamins, the ones you take for energy, the ones you see in brain health commercials, the ones your friends tell you they swear by. But here's the truth most older adults never hear. When your body processes B vitamins differently after 60, the wrong dose or the wrong form can quietly shift your blood chemistry in a way that raises stroke risk without you feeling anything at all. I want you to meet Robert, 78, from Pennsylvania. A retired electrician, a man who still keeps every tool he has ever owned. When he started feeling tired in the afternoons, a family friend told him to take B12 and folic acid. He picked up 2 bottles at the drugstore, no big deal. But as weeks passed, he began noticing strange moments. Pressure in his head, a little fogginess, nothing dramatic, nothing frightening. Just small changes. He blamed on age. What he never knew was that his homocysteine levels were slowly rising, the way water quietly fills a glass until it finally spills. And for someone his age, higher homocysteine is one of the subtle ways a vitamin raises stroke risk, even when it looks like it is helping. The confusion for seniors is real. B vitamins come in different forms. Some are gentle, some are stronger. Some interact with heart medications. Some supplements interact with blood thinners without warning. You cannot smell it, you cannot feel it, but your blood reacts to these shifts long before you notice them. And one afternoon, while Robert was adjusting a picture frame on his living room wall, his right hand trembled. His words felt slow. His wife thought he was tired. But what pushed him so close to stroke risk was not age. It was the quiet imbalance created by the vitamins he added without guidance. Here is the hope. A simple blood test can tell you what your body truly needs. B vitamins are not bad. They just require precision after 60. Your brain depends on balance, not guesswork. Tell me this. Have you ever taken B12 or folic acid for energy? Yes or no? Your answer helps me guide you safely. And stay with me, because number one is the most surprising of all. It is something almost every senior in America takes, yet it can raise stroke risk faster than any vitamin on this list. Number one is the most surprising of all, because almost every senior in America has done this at least once. The mix. The quiet combination of a daily aspirin or an over-the-counter pain reliever taken with a multivitamin, a fish oil, a garlic pill, or a B vitamin, sometimes all in the same morning. It feels harmless. It feels normal. But this mix, more than any single pill, is the number one way a vitamin raises stroke risk faster than people realize. I want you to think about someone like Linda, 73, from Arizona, a retired librarian, soft-spoken, proud of her little garden in the backyard. Every morning, she lined up her pills on the kitchen counter. One low-dose aspirin, one multivitamin, one fish oil, some days a garlic supplement because her friend said it helps, some days an extra vitamin B12 because she wants more energy. None of them felt dangerous. They were just part of her routine, the same way she watered her plants or made her tea. But her body after 60 responded differently. The aspirin thinned her blood. The fish oil thinned it a little more. The vitamin E inside her multivitamin added another layer. And the moment she took a garlic supplement on top of it, she unknowingly walked into a supplement interaction blood thinner situation, even though she was never warned. Her blood got too thin, too sensitive, too reactive. It happened slowly, like the temperature in a room changing without you noticing. Until one morning, she stood up from the couch and felt her words slip away for a moment. What pushed her toward stroke risk was not the aspirin, not the vitamin, not one mistake. It was the quiet mix of pills that looked harmless on their own. Here's the truth every senior deserves to hear. Your brain depends on balance, not more pills, not bigger doses, not a shelf full of bottles that all promise to help. This is the part no one explains clearly. When vitamins overlap with medications, especially anything that affects your blood, a vitamin raises stroke risk even if it looks safe. Tell me this in the comments. How many different pills do you take in the morning? 2. 5. More. Your answer helps me guide you safely. Stay with me, because in the final section, I want to give you the simplest, safest roadmap to protect your brain for years ahead. As we come to the end of our time together, I want you to hear something clearly. Your body can still change. Your brain can still protect you. And every choice you make from this moment forward is a quiet vote for healing. Nothing you have taken, nothing you have done, none of the habits you believed were harmless, none of it means you failed. It simply means you were not given the full picture before today. I have spent more than 20 years caring for older adults, sitting beside hospital beds, holding hands in quiet hallways, listening to stories about morning routines, grocery lists, grandchildren, and the little rituals that make life feel familiar. And I want you to know this. Most seniors who face stroke risk are not careless. They are not reckless. They are loving, Responsible people doing their best with the information they have. But now you have new clarity, new understanding, a new way to see the mix of vitamins and medications that once felt simple. And that clarity is power. A small adjustment, a quick conversation with your doctor, a moment to read a label. These little steps can protect your brain more than you imagine. Here is a simple path to keep with you. Keep your routine steady. Keep your list of pills honest and complete. Bring it to your doctor or pharmacist. Ask questions. Your safety does not come from taking more. It comes from knowing what your body truly needs. Balance is your greatest ally now, not bigger bottles or extra doses. And remember this: you are not alone in this journey. You deserve to feel safe. You deserve to feel confident. You deserve to understand what goes into your body and how it touches your brain. That is why I make these videos. To walk with you. To guide you. To make sure you never feel confused or afraid of something as small as a supplement. Tell me in the comments what part of this countdown surprised you the most. Your answer helps me understand what you need next. And if you found even one moment today helpful, I hope you will subscribe, because your health, your safety, and your future truly matter to me.